There's no negativity at all in that locker room. It's all positivity.
Rewind, recap, relive. For over 50 episodes, the revolutionary force in wrestling interview.
And that's why, Jonah, that's why I love GCW right now. Our locker room is so awesome that guys will help other guys out. They will talk to each other. There's no negativity at all in that locker room. It's all positivity. It's all guys saying, you know what? I'm going to go out there and have the best match. No, I'm going to go out there and have the best match. And they're all feeding off each other.
Yeah.
And that's why I love that company, man.
Great great segue, because I was going to ask, if somebody had never ever watched GCW, if they were watching other forms of wrestling and they stumbled upon GCW, how would you describe it to them to get them to watch it, tell them what it's all about, GCW?
Oh man, it's very simple. We do about everything. Some is comparison to the old ECW, but I think there's a lot more. There's a lot of great wrestling. You're going to get blood. You're going to get death matches. You're going to get high flying. You're going to get a little bit of everything in GCW. You're going to get creativity. I think Lauderdale, the booker, I think the way he puts the matches together, the way he brings in talent, I think it's top notch. Every time I tell a wrestler, it's just a fun place to work at. Thanks to the MDK gang, that means the crowd out there. They set the tempo. And then the wrestlers are so on top of their game. They're so fired up that they go out there, man. And they set the tempo the first match, and then it just keeps going, man. And I love it. And also, we are traveling every single weekend. This has never been done before. No independent company has ever traveled like we have.
Yeah.
And trust me, we're an independent company. We started from scratch. There was no money guy. There was nobody saying, here's the money, go start a company. Lauren now started from scratch with Danny DeMano. And then I came out of jail, and then, when I put the final touches to that. And it's never been done, if you can really think about it. It's just independent run. Now we're traveling the whole country. We're traveling the whole world. We'll be in Liverpool soon. We already did GCW Japan. It's just GCW Mexico, GCW almost every state. We're traveling every weekend. And so what that does is that gives the younger talent like Philly Mike or other guys like young Nick Wayne or Jordan Oliver or I could just go, the list goes on. That gives them guys so much ring time because they're wrestling every weekend, 3 times a week, and they're mastering their craft at such a young age. When I was coming in, I would wrestle maybe once or twice a month, besides when I had the contract with Japan. Other than that, independent wrestling was just different, But now you have GCW, you have guys in there, and they're wrestling their asses off every weekend. So, if you wrestle every weekend, you're going to get better at your craft.
Mike, perfect person to have here for the other side of it, what Nick's talking about right now, the young people honing in on their craft. What do you think about your experience with GCW on the ring crew and everything?
Oh, it's the same thing Nick is saying. There's nothing that compares right now. There's when I always tell people, if you've never seen GCW, come out to a show, check it out, order the show on pay-per-view. Once you watch one show, you're going to be hooked, and there's no going back. You're going to find something in the 2 or 3 hours, however long the show is, that you're going to love, and it's going to reel you in. And being there live, nothing compares to it, the atmosphere. So it's just, I always look forward to GCW weekends more than anything, obviously. It's you know something insane is always going to happen, whether it's like watching a history in the making moment right there live, or somebody shows up that's unexpected like a Cardona, or it's always edge of your seat wrestling. I like to say you're always on the edge of your seat. There's not a boring moment.
No, I agree. And I agree that GCW should be watched live. If anybody's listening to this or anybody's going to hear this podcast, which I'm pretty sure there will be, you got to go to a live event at GCW.
100%.
It's nothing like it.
Rewind, recap, relive. For over 50 episodes, the revolutionary force in wrestling interview.